What's up, guys? What?
What?
What is that? It sounds like it's coming from over there.
Awesome.
Whoa! Is that a TV?
For real.
And some snacks?
Epic,
What century is this
Elden
even?
Ring
And
enemies
the
review.
TV's playing a new Dead
Now, I know
Onion
you're probably
video.
thinking,
He's my favorite
enemies?
YouTuber.
There's
But
no
hold up,
enemies in this
I gotta
game,
think about this for
but
just
there
1
are
second.
enemies in this game. Oh my gosh.
Considering the
this is gonna be so
dangerous
rad,
nature of the
so
world,
radical.
this is probably a
This is gonna
trap
be
of some kind.
Amazing. I just
But
can't wait to get into
man,
the video.
that chair
In
looks
fact, get into
comfy.
it right now.
And that bowl of
Totally
melted
just- I'm not
mushrooms,
winging this.
they're
I'm
literally
not
calling
just
to
trying
me.
get this to be 50
Oh,
seconds
you know what?
so that
I
put
just
it in
can't
the
resist.
background
I'm gonna
of the
go.
video.
I'm gonna do it. I don't care if it's a trap. I don't care if I die.
Oh, such a good
I'm
game.
gonna go
Love
try.
Elden Ring. So
Right
cool.
now. No one can
Epic.
stop me. Hey everyone, Dead Onion here, bringing you another Elden Ring enemies video. Basically, I'm just gonna go over some enemies that stood out to me in the game, because frankly, this game has amazing enemy design. This is part 2 in a series. If you haven't seen part 1, how dare you? But actually, yeah, you can watch them in any order. Doesn't matter at all. Most of these enemies deserve a second glance, and so we're gonna give it to them. We're gonna strive to understand the inner machinations of their minds. What are their desires? What are their fears? Where did they come from? Where do they see themselves 10 years from now? All of these and more questions will be asked, but will they be answered? Only time will tell. So buckle up, because this is gonna be a wild ride. First up, we have a very dear enemy that has stolen many hearts, and I don't know, like a fair amount of lives, I guess. They're not that difficult, guys. The Long Boy Sneck. Now, FromSoft has an extensive history with snecks and sneckery. Considering this, I think it's fair to say that Sneck men were bound to make some form of slithery appearance in Elden Ring. But who could have predicted that the Elden Ring Snecks would be so long, and so cute, and so generally good? Let me just say, these guys are an awesome enemy, and I really like them a lot. That being said, I have no problem with ending their lives when deemed necessary to do so. These Sneck men are very aggressive, just like real-life snecks. They also share many of the same features. However, unlike real snecks, these ones have arms, and that right there, along with the poison and the teeth, it just sends my seismic danger scale into a straight-up conniption. That's not even to mention their legal right to carry weapons. It's unheard of, it's obscene. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm all for the snake's rights to bear arms. But the moment you see snakes carrying around weapons and walking on 2 legs in real life, you just better kiss your freedom goodbye, because it's over. It's over, okay? You're now a snake slave, and humans are no longer the dominant species. With all this in mind, it's clear to me that Sneck's right to life, it's simply a risk we can't take.
Ah, but Dead Onion, don't snakes have a right to live?
Well, horrible Bane impression, that is an excellent question. And the answer is Nein, das ist Wahnsinn und du bist sehr dumm und heischlich. Warum kamst du? Du bist ein Totschlange. If you're one of those people who keep snakes as pets, I want you to go over to your snake right now, and I want you to look it dead in the eyes, and just know that if your snake could, it would eat you alive. The Elden Ring snakes are a manifestation of all Sneck kind's rage. They are cute, yes, in a weird, scaly type of way, but do not let that distract you from the fact that they are inherently evil. Elden Ring snecks come in a variety of different types and classes, I guess. I don't know. We've got Sword Sneck. We've got Whip Sneck. We've got Fire Sword Sneck. Fire Whip Sneck. And this guy. I don't know, is he a king? Is he a duke? Some sort of religious figurehead? What gives him the right to wear this cape? Hey, Vatty, who is this guy?
The Great Serpent.
Magic.
Okay, there we go. Good explanation. All in all, I'm very pleased with these snecks. They do their jobs, and they do them well. They attack, they defend, and they set up some sort of hierarchy system in the absence of true authority. And you know, that's something I can respect. The best From Software Snick enemy by far. Hey, are you sitting down? Are you doing any of these wacky, zany activities while watching this video right now? If you are, I'm impressed. But also, you might want to stop doing that, because this next enemy is so terrifying, and so dangerous, and so unfathomably evil that, yeah, not really. The next enemy is the Pot Boys, the most lovable, the most iconic, the best enemy in all of Elden Ring. You can find these little fellas all throughout the lands between, just doing what they do. Sitting, meandering about, brutally murdering any tarnished who dares cross their path. You know, just normal enemy stuff. The Pot Boys' behavior is interesting, and I feel the best way to explain it is with a story about a real-life enemy, the bear. You may have heard of it. The bear lives in the woods. The bear is happy. The bear has many combs. The bear is happy. The human comes into the woods. The bear is happy. The human looks at the bear's combs. The bear is not happy. The bear kills the human. The bear is happy. This was a story about the bear. The end. Hopefully from that story, you learned something about how bears act when they're younger threatened. The Pot Boys are the bears of the Elden Ring world, and the actual bears are just ravenous Doomslayer wannabe monsters. They're horrible, they kill everything in sight, I hate them, and I am actively seeking their extinction and removal from the game. At least the Pot Boys have the pretense of protecting their young, whereas the Rune Bears probably ate all their young.
You hear me? Pot Boys are more bear than you'll ever be. I hate you. I hate you.
Bear child, Pot Boy child. The similarities are uncanny, okay? I had to bring it up. Actually, now that I think about it, this is something From Software has done quite a bit in their games. The Pot Boys are just the same concept as the Mushroom Men from Dark Souls 1. But you know what? I still love them, okay? They matter to me. They're little pots with arms and legs. And they might be mean, and they might be angry, but they still matter. And you can still add them to your Spirit Pokédex. As far as gameplay goes, I'm glad they're in the game. They give a little more variety to an already varietied world. They're not too difficult when it comes to combat. In fact, most of the time I just ignore the little ones if I can, because I don't want to kill them. I think the only times I've ever been in danger was when I let myself get surrounded, or when there were just a lot of Pot Boys roaming around. The Pot Boys are the best enemy in Elden Ring, and it's not because they're outstanding or anything. It's because they're just kind of neat. And I think we can all agree that Elden Ring would just not be the same without those lovable, little funky Pot Boys just doing their thing. So give it up for the Pot Boys. Yeah, Pot Boys. Cool enemy. Alrighty, for this last one, we're gonna do something a little different. That's because I'm gonna do a whole bunch of enemies in one section. What? Possible. I know what you're thinking. Dead Onion, how are we going to grasp so many enemies at once? Well, trust me when I say it's gonna be fairly simple for you, because all these enemies are similar. Well, what do you mean? Are their movesets similar? Are they the same enemy but reskinned across the entire game? Silence! These enemies are similar because they are all knights. That's right, knights. It's no question that Dark Souls 3 is very similar to Elden Ring. And it just makes sense as well, you know? It was the last pure Souls game before Elden Ring. And Dark Souls 3 is full of knights. We got Lothric Knights, We've got ringed knights, we have winged knights. There's also Corvian knights, cathedral knights, Drakeblood knights, outrider knights, black knights, herald knights, havel knights, and of course, silver knights. Who can forget farming those silver knights? Well, I'm not gonna cover all the knights in Elden Ring, just the ones that stuck out to me. And of course, the first one is the Cleanrot Knights, or Valkyries, if you want to call them that. Clearly, these are all just a bunch of Melania's simps, and they disgust me to the very core.
Oh, Melania, we'll protect you. We won't let anyone disturb your slumber. Ooh.
That's probably what they sounded like before the scarlet rot melted away their vocal cords. Jeez, they're so cringe. I mean, look at this guy. He can't even stand up straight. And no, I'm not just being salty because I was killed by them 100 times. It's because they are the way they are. They are the epitome of a dex-leveling tryhard. And they have the audacity to think they're some big-shot enemy, when in reality, they're just secondary wannabes to the goddess of spam and literal cancer. Again, I'm not salty because they're difficult, because in my own humble opinion, they are not difficult. See this? Get dunked on. See that? Parried. Destroyed. Is the Cleanrot Knight's design cool? Yes. Are the Cleanrot Knights themselves cool? No. Absolutely not. They are outclassed by every other knight in this game, including the Bloodhound Knight. What do I have to say about this man? This man is a dog, or at least he walks kind of like a dog. He is reminiscent of some ways to a hound. Could it be his pointed helmet? The way he walketh upon all fours? Or perhaps his spammy attacks? If we're gonna loosely connect things to other things, shouldn't he be called the Spider Bloodhound Knight? Because I don't think I've ever seen a dog, in Dark Souls or otherwise, cling to a wall like this. And you know, I don't think that's something they do. Wait, what's that sound?
Bro, oh no, bro, there's a dog on the wall. No, bro, oh no, bro, they're right.
When comparing Elden Ring to the other From Software games, it's clear to see that there have been some AI updates. And if you say that I am wrong, I will say that you are lying. How does Radagon know exactly when I'm gonna do a jump attack? How do these walnut-brained lobsters know exactly when I'm going for a heal? The answer is, they watch you. The same is true for the Crucible Knights. They watch your every move, and they wait. They know exactly what you're gonna do. They've predicted it in their programming somehow. There's some programmer over at FromSoft who's just so pleased with himself. He thinks he's so sneaky, but I've caught on. I know exactly what you're doing.
He's rolled my attack. He must think I'm weak, but this has all gone according to plan. I know exactly what you're going to do, and I'm prepared.
I know I have zero evidence or proof, but I know that the AI can see what I'm doing. I'm not crazy. Let's just put it this way. The Crucible Knights are mean, but they're allergic to parries, so. You like that? You want some more? How about that? You like that? I can keep on going. Ha, 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 ha. See, it's funny because I hate them. Oh yeah, and the Crucible Knights have a weird variant brother, but no one cares about him, so yeah. Another knight that no one cares about is, of course, the Banished Knight. Why was the Banished Knight banished? Who can say? I'm sure it's in an item description somewhere, but let's focus on what's important here. And what's important is how strong these enemies are. Be me. Be in Castle Sol. Be sneaking up on a Banished Knight. And that's how it all ended. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at these enemies. Clearly these enemies are mad at me. I mean, just look at this combo.
And another one. And another one.
It must be all that pent-up anger from being banished. But honestly, it's not like they were singled out or anything. I mean, there's at least 100 Banished Knights all throughout the game. Maybe these Banished Knights with 2 swords are extra banished. Who knows? Clearly not me. Last, but I assure you, not the least, are the most overlooked knights in the game. And those knights are the Night Knights. The Haligtree Knights, the Cuckoo Knights, Mausoleum, Redmane. These knights outclass every other knight in the game. And this isn't just my opinion anymore, this is fact. Why are these knights so slept on? They're some of the biggest chads in the entire game. Yes, they are reskinned across the entire game. But look at this. They all have different ashes of war. They ride horses. I don't see any of the other knights riding horses. They stick by their comrades. Do they need cup armor, a disease-ridden waifu, or an alternate dog personality to keep themselves secure? No. They don't need any of that. Because they're absolute chads. Well, everyone, this is where the video ends. This was Volume 2 of Enemies of Elden Ring. So if you did like it, stay tuned for the next one. Make sure to leave a like, maybe comment down below what you thought of the video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.